Hawaiian burials marked in known cemeteries have also been desecrated. This is Kawaiahao Church. It is the first Christian missionary church in Hawaii, built in 1842. This building represents a milestone in Hawaiian history when the Hawaiian chiefs adopted Christian beliefs and banished many old traditional Hawaiian beliefs. Surrounding the church is an old cemetery, consisting of traditional and Christian burials which lay to rest. I visit a coral memorial, which includes a large bell located in the middle of the cemetery. This memorial has a dark history. In 1940, Kawaiahao moved 140 skeletal remains to another cemetery for the purpose of building Likeke Hall, a recreational center for the church. Years passed, and the reburial cemetery property was sold. The 140 burials were exhumed again from their graves. Then all the remains were cremated all together. Their ashes were taken back to Kawaiahao Cemetery to be reburied here. You got baby 1, baby 2, baby 3, baby 4. So you got a variety of men, women, and children that's buried here. And just looking on this list, I see my family last name, Kau'i, and I'm pretty sure in some way we're connected. And we weren't notified that they were going to be moved and grouped up with the rest of all these people that was buried at this cemetery.
These are graves of Native Hawaiians that had turned to be Christians, and learned of their God, forsaking their own ancient gods, learned of their new gods, and this is what they do to them. And the graves that are being disturbed today at Kawaiahao are Native Hawaiians. Okay, and these are families of the people who built that church. Right on the other side of the footprint of the new building, right on the other side. And these missionaries are there under the trees with their huge tombstones and at peace, while our kupuna are in turmoil.
In 2008, Kawaiahao Church was repeating its history of desecrating over 600 burials to build a recreational center for the church. Over 10 years have passed since this desecration, and the burials have not been reburied. They have been stored in the basement of the church.
But the church is just dragging their feet. I don't know if they're hoping we're going to get tired and just, say forget it, but I can't rest until they're resting. They're in the basement of the church. So the first 69 kupuna that were taken out, see the bell tower up there? They're in the bottom of the bell tower.
I joined a protest during Sunday morning service to put the bones back into the ground. We're here at Kawaiahao Church, doing a peaceful protest. Over 600 burials are held at the bottom of the bell tower for over 10 years. We're just letting them know what they're doing is wrong. The bones need to be returned back into the cemetery from where they came from. And the family, as well as the communities here, and we're just holding up signs and letting people and bringing awareness about what's going on.
So this is the site of where they disinterred over 600 iwi kupuna, and they actually went all the way down to the coral bedrock. So from what I understand, some of the graves were stacked like 6 high. So that's either a family or it's a multi burial because no more room. Gotta stack them on top 6 high. That's pretty deep. So they took them all out, and they are in the basement of the church. But to think that this could ever happen here, at the shadow of the Ali'i church, where they dug out. I mean, this is like a nightmare. It's like a living nightmare to me. And I don't come over here very often because it's so hard to look at and to feel. These kupuna belong to somebody. These kupuna are somebody's. There's somebody's children, there's somebody's sister, brother, mother, father, grandparent. What happened over here is so wrong. It is beyond words. So my goal is, until these kupuna are resting again in the place that the church took them out of, I'm not going to rest.
The headline on the front page of the newspaper showed a second desecration of Kawaiahao. Over 25 burial headstones were vandalized in the cemetery.
It had to have taken a person or persons that were so determined to make a point of whatever that was, whatever the message is. I mean, the stones are all down. The church managed to put a few back up, but the ones they couldn't put back up are literally broken off of their stands. These stones are not moved easily. These stones have been in place, some of them since the late 1800s, early 1900s, over 100 years. But you can see the thickness of this foundation. That pohaku got away a couple of 100 pounds. And then you have a headstone that's really big and thick. Once again, why would anybody do this? Except to send a message, either to the church or to the Hawaiian community. I don't know. I just don't know.